Radio 1 is very powerful in reaching African American consumers in Richmond. African Americans comprise 30% of Richmond's consumers. African Americans in Richmond are educated, employed in white-collar occupations with household incomes over $50,000. Radio reaches more than 90% of this market 18 years old and older each week. The urban format reaches more than 80% of this market. In fact, Radio 1 reaches over 250,000 Metro consumers every single week, targeting men and women with an annual spending power of $4.2 billion on goods and services. As a business owner, you can harness this buying power through Radio 1. KISS FM ranks #1 in the Richmond radio market for reaching affluent adults 18 to 54, playing today's R&B and classic soul, featuring host Tom Joyner in the morning. Not only does KissRichmond.com average more than 200,000 page views each month, but KISS FM has one of the most loyal audiences of any radio station in Richmond. Praise 104.7 is Richmond's inspiration station with 100,000 watts of power, the strongest inspiration station in the country. We play today's contemporary inspirational music. It's not preachy or old-fashioned, just family-friendly, targeting college-educated, employed professional adults 35 to 54. Our website, PraiseRichmond.com, also averages over 120,000 page views every month. Our audience considers Praise their first choice on the dial. iPower 92.1 is truly an adult radio station, not only reaching young men and women 18 to 34, but also adults 25 to 34, a very desirable market. In addition, our website averages more than 233,000 page views each month. Radio 1 is very active in the Richmond community. In fact, we've raised over $150,000 for St. Jude Hospital. We send over 200 kids to camp every summer with our Send a Kid to Camp Radiothon. And Make-A-Wish of Central Virginia is our benefactor for the biggest event of our year, the Stone Soul Music and Food Festival, which attracts over 10,000 people to Browns Island. And we are very proud that the City of Richmond has bestowed its Community Service Award to Radio 1 2 years in a row. Along with our strong grassroots support, Radio 1 has listeners you can bank on. So what are you waiting for? Let Radio 1 and Business Marketing Fund start working for you.
I think as a small business and not having a large advertising budget, you still have to try to compete with the larger companies, keeping your name out in the front of the public and things of that nature. And with the service that we've been able to obtain through Radio 1, as well as with the financing that they've been able to provide us with, we've been able to do a lot of advertising that's actually outside of our budget.
Radio 1 has a lot of listeners in the Richmond community, and so that gives us a lot of exposure.
It has benefited us greatly. When the spots run, our phones light up.
We would like for McKeachin & G to be that first law firm that everybody thinks about. Realistically, we know that that's not going to happen, but we'd like to be right up there on the top tier of individuals or law firms that they think about, and Radio 1 has truly helped us do that. And the business program that we were in, you can't beat getting more advertising for less money.
We've been in business for 62 years. A lot of customers, past customers who thought that we had closed, gone out of business, they hear our ads on the radio, and it brings back the old clientele. Plus, it reaches the new demographics and the population that best suits our business.
They're very professional, good service, a great creative team.
I think Radio 1 service is excellent. Even with the small advertising budget, they've always been able to provide us with service. They've always been there for us, and it's been just a perfect working relationship.
The value has been great. We have increased our market share in the community with our business, and we're able to get our name out there, and that has really been beneficial to us.
We've got a very small advertising budget, and what they've been able to do with their marketing package is to give us more frequency on radio, also the streaming on the computers. It gives us an opportunity to kind of work with the bigger companies keeping our name out, keeping us visible, and always being able to have a partner that you can come back to and count on.
Well, I'd recommend you because you do good spots, your creative is very good, you do what you say you're going to do, the spots run when they say they're going to run, we get good results from the spots, so why not? It's a win-win situation.
Well, again, the business marketing firm gives me more bang for my buck, but Radio 1 in general, it's a class act. I've enjoyed participating with them, all the way from Brian down to my representative. They make you feel like family. It's not, again, one of those companies that say, give me your money and I will talk to you later. I get to see my rep probably a couple times a month. If not, I'm going to hear from them through text or the telephone call. And some of the engagements that we participate in through Radio 1 has been very beneficial, and they make sure they take good care of you during the process.
Relationship with Radio 1 has been great. Hope that it continues, and anyone who may have an opportunity to get into this marketing program with them, it may be one of the best things possible.